Hi, I'm Phil Marks. This is No Worries, the ultimate guide to anti-depression. I remember learning a simple exercise at the age of 17 from reading a really interesting psychological manual. I read and reread the same chapter for a few days until I felt I had the right of it. Then I met with a good friend and we spoke at length regarding its uses. Eventually, I got to use the technique on a friend who was consistently talking about and living in the past. I advised him to go through the exercise at home when he was alone for the next month so that it would take root and be firmly set in his mind. He decided for himself to do the exercise for 2 months and see how it went. The results were startling. Prior to our session and his 2-month exercise regime, he'd been morose, distant, always talked about things that had happened in the past. Nothing about the present or the future. It was like he was living in the past. He seemed incapable of making new stories. It was almost as though he preferred the past to the present, and as a result he sought to live there permanently. In real terms, this left him in a kind of emotional limbo, unable to move forwards in his life and forever trapped in a continuous loop of nostalgia. When your mind reveals better times and you wish you were there, there's an accompanying feeling. For instance, think of a place you visited in the past that you truly enjoyed, that you loved, that you felt fantastic when you were there. Somewhere you went where you had a wonderful time. Somewhere you may have met someone whose company made you happy, or a place that looked beautiful, or possibly somewhere that felt really, really good. Whatever your memory, focus on it and imagine yourself there. Really put yourself in the picture. Imagine looking down at your hands if you need to and put yourself there. Feel the sensation of being there. Remember the sounds around you. Think of the smells that come to mind and enjoy the memory. Immerse yourself in the memory. Make the image brighter now. Turn the volume up a bit. Imagine the feelings doubling and the enjoyment factor increasing too. Close your eyes for a moment after you've read this sentence and try and find the place in and around the space about your head where that memory is stored, where that picture is. Lift your hand and deliberately hold the memory in place. Note, is it in front of you? Is it by your forehead, behind you, to the side? Wherever it is, take note. If your memory of this event is in front of you or anywhere apart from directly behind you, lift your hand and deliberately hold the memory in place. Now gently turn yourself so that your hand is holding the memory still while you're moving, and stop once the memory is directly behind you and release it. Step 1. Have a great day.